What's up, podcast land? FknBucky here. I spell it, you say it. Coming at you, Charlotte, North Carolina. We've got Hayden to my left. He calls himself the executive producer. Producer, executive? Not sure. I'll let him have it. That's fine. Good job, executive producer. Should we get into some stuff?
Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome. Just want to make sure I got your full approval. Good job. Hayden, you happy to be in North Carolina?
Yeah, man. Always happy to be here.
This is where we record from.
Town.
We record from the great city of Charlotte, also known as the Queen City, the QC.
Yeah. Very historical town.
And we do have some history. We've got ourselves the Hall of Fame for NASCAR. A lot of banking. A lot of buildings. This city's booming.
Yeah.
Got the Whitewater Center, which is pretty cool. Although someone died there a few years ago from a brain amoeba.
Damn.
Crazy. Yeah, that happens. You get like this stupid amoeba. Gets into your brain, kills you. It happens. But that's like a 1 in 6 billion chance. So, sucks for you. Look, the whole point of the podcast is to hopefully throw a little knowledge at you, a little bit of wisdom, some humor, remind you not to take life too seriously, and remind you to make sure that you love yourself twice a day. You get that one?
I got it.
I slowly got in there, didn't it?
Yeah. Well, that way, dude.
I saw you over there counting your toes. You got halfway.
I'm loving myself.
Good job.
I've been loving myself.
So, and the memories, man. Like, this is where it's at. I've always looked at my life as a autobiography, man. Was the book going to be interesting when it's all done? I've got more to do, but so far so good, And it's a journey. Life is a journey. And what you do today is not necessarily what you're going to want to do tomorrow. The views you have today are not going to be different. My views and my everything have evolved throughout the years. That's not a bad thing. You go through more events, you go through more hardships, you learn more things, you get more wisdom, you see things happen in the world, and you adapt and you follow through. So I just encourage everybody, as always, just go out and experience it, So if you sit inside all day, don't do shit, but talk to like-minded people on the internet and take your antidepressant 4 times a day, your life is shit. Sorry. Go outside, make some friends, do something, experience something, go have fun. Find a way to laugh, right? Didn't we say that yesterday, Hayden?
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to laugh. It's okay to be happy. Like, you don't have to put on this show for people, although many of you do. And it's crazy to me. It's absolutely crazy. You can go on the YouTube and you see all these videos of people that list off this list of issues of why they're a victim. Let it go, We can all come up with 100 reasons why we're a victim and people should feel sorry for us, right? But you only need one thing to make you be happy and enjoy life. Just think about that. One of the coolest things I've ever got to do in my life was go to Rome. And I spent a few days in Rome. And as a young kid, I remember seeing the Colosseum where the gladiators fought. And I was just in awe of it. Like, history in general I love, but man, the Colosseum is just next level everything, right? And I just, the people that built it, or the people that sanctioned to have it built way back in the day, did they know 2,000 years later or whatever it is that it would be like the biggest tourist attraction in the world? I think not, but it is.
Yeah. I mean, the Colosseum does rule, but I believe the pyramids is the biggest tourist attraction.
And there you have it. I didn't know it was a competition.
Let me throw this at you. Let me throw this at you here. How do you think the pyramids were built?
Who cares? Was I talking about the pyramid?
Statues.
Hey,
stone.
Hayden.
Well, no,
how's it going? Why don't you light me on the economy? Jellyfish are in the ocean. So back to my original point that had nothing to do with a fucking pyramid. Talking about the Colosseum and Rome. And the Romans were not necessarily the nicest people in the world to other Romans or to the slaves that they had and they felt were beneath them. You know what? 15 years from now, there might be people standing in front of the Colosseum yelling that we need to tear it down, which would just be sad. Because when I was there, I mean, it was just so powerful to think that I was walking on the same exact ground as Caesar or Mark Antony or any of these famous people all the way through from way back when I was up and running and going. And to me, that's special.
Caesar salad.
Yeah, you can have a Caesar salad when you go visit your pyramid. We're going to lock you inside of it. So...
that's what a mummy is.
Yeah. Get out of your house, find things that you're interested in doing, and go do them. And not interested in doing that's going to fuck up somebody else's day, right? Like leaving your house to go rip down a statue because some group on Facebook told you that you should be mad. I don't know if that's all that positive. So, but enjoy the history of the world and become a part of it. You'll find life changes pretty quickly. So, another thing that a thing that I like to do. I like to watch the gold mining shows on TV. Hayden, you ever watch those?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm super big. I'm not sure if other people. Well, obviously other people do, but if you have any familiarity with it, but it follows people that are gold miners up in Alaska and different places, and what they go through to get gold, how much gold they get, yada yada yada. And a lot of people out there, or groups of people, hate mining. They feel like it's we're raping the earth for items, and a small part of me, I guess, I kind of agree. I certainly think that it's a good thing that it's the oversight is there by agencies. It's one department of government that I've actually agree with, and the best thing is that most of these guys that are mining the gold, they're doing it right, and they have to put everything back after they leave an area to where it was or better. And they do an amazing job. So, and these guys get it. It's their livelihood. So if they go into one area and rape it and leave it and completely destroy it, they're not getting another contract. They don't get to go do that again. So, they've got to play by the rules, and rightfully so. And it's pretty gnarly. Very rapids, the water's going fast. It's dangerous. No doubt about it. And I've watched this show for years. And they really kind of suck at mining. They're so different from everything else that's going on. And so they run into all these problems, right? And then they got to problem solve, which is the part that I truly love about the show. It's not them getting the gold or whatever. I love watching the problem solving, like looking at what materials they have immediately. It's not like they can run down to a quick Home Depot or Lowe's and grab something. They've got to use what they've got, and it's pretty cool. So there's a big point to this. I'm gonna try to keep on target here. So these guys that go up and do this for the last 4 years, not very successful, sometimes getting a very low amount of gold, not even paying for the fuel that they used or any of it. But they keep going back and they keep trying. And the new season came on, and you could just see it. As someone that watched it from the beginning to where they are right now, man, they have learned a shitload. They were on top of all the problems that they knew they were going to face because of past experience. And so they knocked these problems out, and they were ahead of it, so they didn't even have the problem. Like, they knew X would happen if they did Y, so they don't do Y, avoiding X. And to me, it's a really cool thing to see, and it's a life lesson that many of us could use, and many of us should use. And Hayden, I'm going to put you on the spot. What do you think the life lesson is in what I just described?
That to be a graceful master, you first must look like a foolish beginner. It takes time to build an empire.
Are you on fucking mushrooms?
Been trying this microdose thing. Oh, kind of like it.
Just like your micro penis. Okay then. No, I mean, somewhat. I mean, I don't know why you can't just say things in normal, but whatever. You realize when you sound stupider than you are, which is pretty fucking hard to do. The moment that you quit, that's when you fail. So you have to look at your setbacks. You have to look at the shit that happened and learn from it, like these guys did. They learned from their mistakes. They learned from when they did different things and what worked, what didn't. But you should avoid the word fail. Kick it out of your vocabulary, along with quit. Quit and fail. Don't even let them in. Fuck that. Those dudes don't get to come into the party, you know? Stay outside with the other losers. Invitation only. Fail and quit, not invited. So, look at the things around you in your life. Think of the goals that you have. And, are you still working towards them? Have you given up? Did you quit? Are you a failure? Are you still going? Are you going to listen to this today and say, you know what? I'm not a failure, and I'm not going to let that happen. I hope so. Even if just one person does, it makes it worthwhile, in my opinion. Yet as long as you're learning, you're winning. And you keep trying, and you just don't quit. But the simple fact is that you've got to be a warrior. And you've got to find that thing inside of you that says, okay, I'm not effing around anymore. I'm going to get after this. And just remember, people are always watching. People are always watching. Whether it's your family members, brother, sister, mom, dad, or kids, even more importantly. I mean, kids learn by watching what you're doing. If they watch you quit, they're going to quit. Don't be a quitter. Be a winner. That's some deep thought shit right there. So, Hayden, tell us a joke. Let's liven it up.
Well, I actually went to an Amish wedding a couple weekends ago. I was the only person there able to do the electric slide.
I'm not laughing at the joke. I'm laughing that you're going to get canceled because of Amish people.
The Amish crowd after me.
Thank God they don't have TVs or power, because they won't hear this and we can make fun of them all we want. Stupid hats.
Imagine that life, though. Imagine just being Amish, walking on the road, and a really cool car passes you, playing really cool music. You're just like, what was that? That, you know?
Yeah, I don't think they care. I mean,
there's a lot of stories, though, of like how they, some of them hide Kindles and they have their own little phones and they're kind of secretive of, you know. Yeah. I can't blame them, you know. Mainly porn. They just kind of want to watch porn, but.
Okay. People smuggle phones into prison, too.
Yeah.
And watch porn. Does that mean prisoners and Amish people are the same thing?
Well, in God's eyes, yes.
Man, imagine trying to fit a Kindle up your prison wallet. Doesn't sound fun.
No.
Do you know what a prison wallet is?
your asshole.
Never misses a question when it talks about anal. 100%.
I like the Amish, though.
Good for you. Never met one, never talked to one.
Really?
Nope.
They're all over in Wisconsin.
Did you? How many conversations have you had with them?
Couple.
You're a liar. Nice try, though.
Very polite people. It's like they time traveled from 1800. They just got done churning butter and catching fireflies so they can get some light in their house.
Wow. Amish people are like from 1800. Oh, shit. You gonna go there? Fuck. Obvious shit you want to point out for me? That big thing in the sky during the day, it's called a sun. I know stuff. It's like Cliff Clavin came back as a 20-year-old kid from fucking Wisconsin.
Who's Cliff Clavin?
Somebody that old people like me know. Years ago, I used to watch the Maury Povich show a lot. You ever watch that show?
Mm-hmm.
You know, baby testing?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's pretty much when he's evolved to. It's, you know, one of the last holdovers from the Jenny Jones, Ricky Lake, Maury Povich. What was the other guy? Donahue. That was a big one way back in the day. Who else? Oprah. Probably the biggest one, you know. But I recently saw a clip that like a bunch of paternity test reveals on YouTube that popped up and was playing. And it was crazy to me because you would have these ladies come on the show and screaming, you know, you're the dad, you're the dad, you're the dad, you bum SOB, this is your kid. You know, the whole crowd, they all boo the guy when he comes out. Boo, you asshole, boo, you know. And, you know, she jumps up, she's pointing at the baby pictures, pointing at the so-called father's picture. Or, you know, they each got the same nose, they got the same this, they got the same that. And, you know, there's no chance it could be anybody else. No chance. You know? I know it was him. I know it's him. Boom! DNA test results. Guess what happens, Hayden? Maury looks right at the camera and he says, you are not the father. So now, you know, the girl, oh my God. She runs into the backstage crying, falls on the ground, kicking arms. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. But she knew she was lying at the beginning. Like, what's the whole theatrics afterwards? Like, you knew you were full of shit. What did you think was going to happen? You know? Suddenly, this guy you willed it to be, and this guy was going to be the father of a baby, and now you run around like, I mean, it's madness to me. That's stupid. And you lied. You lied. And you know what you tried to do by lying is you tried to extort hundreds of thousands of dollars from another human. You wanted him to pay child support. You wanted him to give you money every month for a baby that wasn't his. Are there any repercussions on someone that would do this? Any blowback? And the answer is no. She runs in the back, flailing all over the ground. Maury gives chase. You know, starts consoling her and saying, hey, you know, it's going to be okay. Will you bring somebody else on? We'll give a test. We'll get through it. You know? Homeboy over there is jumping up and down because he realized he just dodged a huge bullet. And, you know, he's the one that gets yelled at. Hey, you better stop celebrating and being happy about this. You know, this lady over here, she's real tough in a bad spot. A spot she fucking put herself in. You know, I'm sorry if I don't have that. Is this, like, not politically correct that I don't feel sorry for her?
No, you're fine.
You know? Do you feel sorry for her?
No.
You know? I just think it's a bigger deal than what people try to make it out to be. They try to just blow it off. But it's a big deal. You're literally trying to change someone's life. Maybe for the better. I'm not saying that having a kid is a bad thing. But when you've got somebody out there screaming, telling anybody that listen that, you're the dad, you're a deadbeat father, you're this, you're that. And then it turns out that it's all bullshit and it's all fake. And they're like, whatever. Move on. Like, really? You just get a pass? See you later? And I don't know. It really, it doesn't sit well with me. And it shouldn't sit well with anybody. Because it's bullshit. And some of these people on the show, so I'm going to get into a little bit deeper on this, then we're going to move on. But some of the women on the show have pregnancy tested 15, 16 different guys. And all of them are not the father. It's insane. It's insane. And every single time when they come on, they're like, it's you. It's definitely this guy. Definitely this guy. He sucks. But it's not. It's tough to watch sometimes, But, this last one that I watched, I don't know, a week ago or something, whenever I was writing this down, but it was extra painful for me to see, and I'm watching this unfold, and I could only think one thing. I kept thinking, what the fuck is my sister doing on this TV show? And I also have I admire Gordon Ramsay, the chef. We've talked about him before. He's someone that I think is a great influence on people. And, more people should try and do what he does. Live like him, have his philosophies. It's funny to me that he never gets canceled, though. I mean, he calls people cows, bitches, donkeys, donuts. Even watched him call a guy a dick face once. I think we went over that too. Right? So if we did, well, that's just a reminder. But again, he accepts nothing less than 100%. It has to be perfect. The food's got to be perfect or it's not leaving the kitchen. I admire that and I reciprocate it in my own life. I try to do everything that I do 100. I'm not going to half-ass stuff. And I take great pride in that. And there's a lot of people in this world that do. They will half-ass things. And when they do that, they're selling a little piece of their soul each and every time. And I will say this too. I quit smoking 7-8 years ago. And, don't miss it. Cigarettes, awful. But I struggled to actually quit. I started smoking when I was like 12, 11. I don't know. We used to sneak under this bridge after our friend stole a pack of cigarettes from his grandfather's bar. We'd go under this bridge and smoke away. For no other reason than we were told not to do it. So we wanted to be little rebels. Fast forward, I don't know, 25 years. And I was still smoking. But I would try over and over, man. I would try to quit. Tell my friends, I'm done quitting, done, not doing it anymore. And then, 3 days later, 2 weeks later, whatever it was that I made, I'd light a cigarette and go right back to it. And then I'd feel down about myself. I'd be like, oh man, I suck. But I came across someone, and I don't even remember who it was. It was a random person in the world. And we were talking about this and blah, blah. And he told me, he said, look, the key to quitting smoking is to never stop quitting. And if you think about that, the simple fact was he was like, hey, it doesn't matter how many times you go back to smoking. It only matters the one time that you finally don't go back. And you're not going to get there if you don't keep quitting. So, that was great advice, and I took it, and finally I was able to stop, and I haven't smoked in a very, very, very long time. I found it disgusting now. I don't know why I used to do it so much, but I didn't even really put this all together till right now, but earlier I said you're not a failure as long as you never stop trying. Well, in this case, I wasn't a failure because I never stopped quitting. Let's play on words there. But the simple fact is that if I can do it, you can do it. And you should. And there's nothing you can't accomplish as long as you have the discipline and the plan to move forward. Right?
Yeah. So, how do you think the pyramids were built? I mean, that had to take discipline.
Yeah, a lot of it. I have no idea. I wasn't there when they built them. I don't know how old you think I am.
Obviously it was a whole bunch of either slaves that built it or it was aliens.
Yep. No disagreement there.
Really? You think that? I think it's kind of almost like a beacon. If they want to find us, the pyramids is kind of like a sign, like, oh, hey, there's Earth.
So if you're an alien, you wouldn't actually look at the huge, ginormous planet to find Earth, but you would look for the tiny little pyramid to find Earth. Case, you just said in case they need to find it, the pyramids.
But that would be a beacon spot to meet or to, go to, to aim for.
Okay. Yeah. Aliens built the pyramids so that they would have a beacon to be able to find the Earth. They're not going to actually look for the Earth. They got to find a beacon for the Earth.
Yeah. Whoa.
Why is this fucking thing stupid breaking?
What the hell? What'd you do?
You fucking pissing me off. Fucking pyramid boy. Let's hear a pyramid joke and then we're out of here.
When I was working out the other day and I was doing
Shut up, we're not doing that joke.
Signing out from Charlotte.
That's it. FknBucky, man, I'm out. I appreciate y'all going to YouTube, finding the thing. And I believe we said something that if you do get signed up on YouTube, we're going to send you a shirt. I'll tell you what, go on there, sign up. If I see your name, maybe we'll reach out and send you a little bit of merch. So, live your life, don't quit. Boom. FknBucky out. You're a real grouch. Just because I told our millions of fans that you have a micro penis does not mean you have to be in a bad mood.